Welcome to Ramchandar's Microbiology Classroom. Today I want to discuss about general methods of laboratory diagnosis methods to diagnose bacterial diseases. In clinical microbiology laboratory, identification of bacteria is done based on microscopic examination of specimens, cultural characteristics of isolated bacteria from specimens, biochemical characteristics of isolated microorganism, serological tests to detect the antibodies against microbial antigens or detection of antigens, rapid tests and molecular methods. Microscopic examination of specimens include wet mount method or hanging drop method and staining of the microbial smears. Wet mount or hanging drop is one of the method to examine the organisms in specimen in live condition. Hanging drop preparation is used to detect the approximate size of the organism, shape of the organism, whether the organism is cocci or bacilli or vibrio or spirillum. This is determined by using hanging drop method. Hanging drop method also provides valuable information whether the bacterial pathogen is motile or non-motile. Wet mount or hanging drop method provides basic information about the shape, size, arrangement of the bacterial cells. Staining, using the gram staining of the specimen or culture of isolated organism reveals shape, size, arrangement of the bacteria, and not only that, more importantly, gram nature of the bacteria is also revealed by gram staining method. Gram staining, it provides information whether the organism is gram positive cocci or gram negative cocci or gram positive bacilli or gram negative bacilli or gram negative vibrio or gram negative spirillum or gram negative spirochetes or gram positive filamentous bacteria actinomycetes or gram negative cell wall-less pleomorphic bacteria. Such type of information, basic information in identification of bacteria is provided by the gram staining technique. In some cases, gram staining itself provides the complete information about the pathogen in identification. For example, Corynebacterium diphtheriae, causative agent of diphtheria, shows Chinese letter pattern or cuneiform pattern. Two or more bacilli are arranged like English letters V and L, or sometimes it shows palisade arrangement. Bacilli are arranged like matchsticks in matchbox. This character exactly used in identification of Corynebacterium diphtheriae, palisade arrangement of the bacterial cells in stained specimen, or cuneiform pattern or Chinese letter pattern indicate the organism is Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Gram staining is also used in identification of pneumococci. Demonstration of gram stained, gram positive paired lanceolate shaped or flame shaped cocci in the gram smear indicate it is pneumococci. The patient is suffering to pneumococcal infection. In case of meningitis, Neisseria meningitidis is demonstrated by gram staining of cerebrospinal fluid. Demonstration of paired cocci, so Neisseria meningitidis in the CSF can be done for the diagnosis in case of meningococcal infections. Endospore staining method, Schieffer-Fulton staining technique, is also used in identification of bacterial pathogens in clinical specimens or in the smears from culture. Endospore staining gives information about the bacteria is spore forming or non-spore forming, and not only that, the spore position, whether the spore position is terminal or subterminal or central, spore shape, elliptical or oval or spherical, and whether the spore is non-bulging or it is bulging. Non-bulging central elliptical, non-bulging terminal elliptical, bulging terminal oval, bulging central oval, bulging terminal spherical, bulging lateral oval. So such type of endospores can be detected by using the endospore staining technique. So each bacterial pathogen possesses specific endospore morphology. By performing this endospore staining technique, the bacterial pathogen is identified. For example, Clostridium botulinum, Clostridium perfringens contain subterminal endospore. Clostridium tetani is characterized by presence of terminal endospore. Bacillus anthracis, causative agent of anthrax disease, contain central endospore. So endospore staining helps in examination of presence or absence of endospores in the bacterial cells, and not only that, by using endospore staining, certain extent identification of the bacterial pathogen in the culture or in the clinical specimen is carried out. Dark field microscope is also used in detection of bacterial pathogens in clinical specimens and in the culture. For example, exudate of syphilis lesions or blood samples of leptospirosis patients are directly examined under dark field microscopy. Treponema pallidum, causative agent of syphilis, is 10 micrometers in the length but 0.1 to 0.2 microns in the width. It is very thin. It cannot be seen under light microscope in wet films, but its morphology and motility can be readily seen under the dark ground microscope. Fluorescence microscopy is used in diagnosis and identification of bacterial pathogens. In fluorescence microscopy, the phenomenon of fluorescence is used. Some dyes absorb short wavelength light and emit high wavelength light in less than 10 power minus 8 seconds. This phenomenon is called fluorescence. This fluorescence phenomenon is used in fluorescence microscopy. In fluorescence microscope, smear is stained with specific antibody fluorescent dye conjugates. Fluorescent dye antibody conjugate specifically stains the pathogen. By using this technique, different bacterial pathogens are identified. For example, light microscopy examination detects the bacilli in only 45 to 60% of all people whose specimens are positive to Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Light microscopic examination detects only 45 to 60% Mycobacterium tuberculosis in the specimens which are culture positive for Mycobacterium tuberculosis. But using the fluorescence microscopy, this specificity can be increased and improved. Aramine O is strongly absorbed by the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It binds to mycolic acids in Mycobacterium and which glows bright yellow when exposed to UV light. Using aramine O in fluorescence microscopy, Mycobacterium tuberculosis is detected. Aramine rhodamine stain is used to visualize acid-fast bacilli, AFB, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, under fluorescence microscope. Sputum and saliva smears obtained from suspected pulmonary tuberculosis patients are stained with aramine, rhodamine and examined under fluorescence microscopy. So this method is used to detect pulmonary tuberculosis. Immunofluorescence is used for detection of pathogens in samples. Fluorescent dye antibody conjugate is used for staining and detection of specific bacterial pathogens in clinical specimens. Negative staining technique with Indian ink or 10% nigrosin solution is also used for identification of bacterial pathogens in clinical specimens or culture. Indian ink stains background but not the organism. Unstained organism appears bright against dark background in negative staining method. Negative staining is used to demonstrate pneumococci in sputum sample. It is also demonstration of paired lanceolate shaped cocci surrounded by a common capsule indicate pneumococci. Treponema pallidum in syphilis exudates can also be demonstrated in wet films by negative staining technique with Indian ink. Gill-Nielsen staining technique. Acid-fast staining technique is another microscopic examination method for identification of acid-fast bacilli, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Gill-Nielsen staining technique involves usage of carbalfuchsin. Smear is covered with carbalfuchsin and gently heated to steaming for 5 to 7 minutes without letting stain to boil and become dry. Then slide is washed with water and decolorized with 20% sulfuric acid till no more stain comes off, and then washed with 95% ethanol for 2 minutes. Decolorization may be carried out in a single step with acid alcohol solution 3% HCl in 95% ethanol. After washing, the smear is counter stained with Loeffler methylene blue or 1% picric acid or 0.2% malachite green for 1 minute. Then it is washed with water. Then after drying, it is examined under bright field compound light microscope under 45x and under 100x. Demonstration of rust red color bacterial cells against yellow or green background indicate it is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. If 3 to 9 AFB are present in entire smear, the smear is denoted as 1+. If 10 or more bacilli are in smear, it is given status of 2+. 10 or more bacilli in most oil immersion fields, it is given the status of 3+. Mycobacterium tuberculosis demonstration in sputum sample by acid-fast staining technique is routinely used in laboratories for diagnosis of Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Fontana silver impregnation staining technique is another method for demonstration of Treponema pallidum in exudates of syphilis lesions. In clinical microbiology laboratory, cultural characteristics are also used for identification of bacterial pathogens. Bacteria are identified by their particular growth patterns on culture medium. The specimen from suspected patients is inoculated into culture media. The growth pattern of the bacteria provide additional information for identification. Colony morphology and cultural characteristics on solid media are very useful in identification of bacterial pathogens. Shape, size, color, structure and degree of growth of the bacterial colony, nature of the bacterial colony, emulsifiability, etc. are studied to identify the bacterial pathogens. For example, most strains of Staphylococcus aureus, causative agent of wound infections, produce golden yellow pigment. So, these bacteria form golden yellow pigment and they produce golden yellow color colonies on nutrient agar medium. Pseudomonas aeruginosa, causative agent of wound infections, produce pyocyanin, bluish green phenagine pigment and fluorescein, greenish yellow pigment. These are water soluble pigments diffused into culture medium from colonies. So Pseudomonas aeruginosa produces bluish green or greenish yellow growth on nutrient agar medium. By looking the colonies, microbiologists will identify the bacterial pathogens like Staphylococcus aureus and Pseudomonas aeruginosa, etc. Enriched media is another type of medium, culture medium, which is used for identification of bacterial pathogens. Certain bacteria do not grow on ordinary culture medium. They require special substances such as blood or serum or egg fluids for their growth. So such media is called enriched media. Blood agar medium, chocolate agar medium, Lowenstein-Jensen medium are examples to enriched media. Blood agar is enriched media which is used to identify the bacterial pathogens. Blood agar is enriched and differential medium used for identification of bacterial pathogens. Blood agar bacteria produce three different patterns of hemolysis: alpha hemolysis, beta hemolysis, no hemolysis or gamma hemolysis. Certain bacteria grow and produce colonies. Colonies are surrounded by greenish to brownish halos due to incomplete hemolysis. This is known as alpha hemolysis, and those bacteria are called alpha hemolytic bacteria. Example, Streptococcus pneumoniae. Streptococcus pneumoniae, causative agent of pneumonia, produce alpha hemolysis on blood agar medium. Beta hemolysis or complete hemolysis. Some pathogenic bacteria produce colorless or clear hemolytic zone surrounding the bacterial colonies. Surrounding the bacterial colony, colorless zone of hemolysis is produced. This is known as beta hemolysis. Those bacteria are called beta hemolytic bacteria. Bacterial pathogens produce beta hemolysis. Staphylococcus aureus, Streptococcus pyogenes on blood agar medium produce beta hemolysis. Gamma hemolysis or no hemolysis. Some bacteria they produce no hemolytic zone. No hemolysis. Colonies are not surrounded by hemolytic zone. Example, Staphylococcus epidermoides. Non-pathogenic bacteria produce no hemolysis on blood agar medium. Haemophilus influenzae, causative agent of bacterial flu, requires both Haemophilus influenzae, causative agent of bacterial flu, requires factor 10 and factor 5 for its growth. So it do not grow on blood agar, but it grow well on chocolate agar medium. Chocolate agar medium is also used for detection and identification of Haemophilus influenzae. On blood agar medium, Haemophilus influenzae grow very poorly, producing a teeny satellite colonies, but on chocolate agar medium it grow well and it is readily identified on chocolate agar medium. Another important enriched medium is Lowenstein-Jensen medium. Lowenstein-Jensen medium, LJ medium slopes are used for identification of Mycobacterium tuberculosis in sputum specimens. Mycobacterium tuberculosis, it produces dry, rough, raised, irregular colonies with wrinkled surface on the LJ medium. On LJ medium, Mycobacterium tuberculosis produces dry, rough, raised, irregular colonies with wrinkled surface. They are creamy white in color, becoming yellow on further incubation. 6 to 8 weeks incubation is required for colony formation. Sputum sample is inoculated onto Lowenstein-Jensen medium. If specimen contains Mycobacterium tuberculosis, it grows on LJ medium. Other bacterial species do not grow on LJ medium because LJ medium contains malachite green, which inhibits all other bacteria except Mycobacterium tuberculosis, causative agent of tuberculosis disease. Selective medium is also used in identification of bacterial pathogens. A selective medium is prepared by addition of specific substances to a simple medium that will permit growth of one group of bacteria while inhibiting growth of other groups. Best examples to selective media are Salmonella Shigella agar SS agar, mannitol salt agar, Wilson Blair bismuth sulfite medium, alkaline bile salt agar medium, Mansour's gelatin, tarocolate, trypticase, tellurite medium, TCBS medium, thiosulfate, citrate, bile sucrose medium, etc. Salmonella Shigella agar, SS agar is used to isolate and detect Shigella and Salmonella species from clinical specimens. It contains bile salts which inhibits many groups of bacteria. Only intestinal pathogens will grow in presence of bile salts. Salmonella and Shigella, they produce colorless colonies because they do not ferment lactose in the Salmonella Shigella agar medium. Lactose fermenting bacteria produce pink colonies. Non-lactose fermenters like Salmonella Shigella, they produce colorless colonies on Salmonella Shigella agar medium. Other selective medium is mannitol salt agar medium. Mannitol salt agar medium is a selective medium for Staphylococci. It is used for isolation and identification of Staphylococci. This medium contains very high amount of salts, 7.5% sodium chloride in the medium that inhibits the growth of many bacteria. Mannitol present in the medium helps in differentiating the pathogenic Staphylococci from non-pathogenic Staphylococci. Pathogenic Staphylococci ferment mannitol to form the acid, while non-pathogenic Staphylococci do not ferment mannitol. Medium also contains phenol red indicator. Phenol red below neutral pH show yellow color. So when mannitol is fermented to acid, medium is converted to yellow color. Staphylococcus aureus and all pathogenic Staphylococci, they ferment mannitol and convert the medium into yellow. That indicate pathogenic Staphylococci. Conversion of the medium into yellow indicate pathogenic Staphylococci. Wilson Blair bismuth sulfite agar medium is used for isolation identification of Salmonella enterica, earlier called Salmonella typhi and Salmonella paratyphi. This medium is used for isolation and identification of Salmonella enterica from stool specimens from typhoid, paratyphoid patients. Salmonella typhi reduces sulfite present in Wilson Blair bismuth sulfite medium to sulfide, resulting in formation of block colonies with a metallic sheen. Salmonella typhi on Wilson Blair bismuth sulfite medium produces jet black color colonies with a metallic sheen, whereas paratyphi A produces light green color colonies because it do not reduce sulfite to sulfide. Alkaline bile salt agar medium at pH 8.2 is a selective medium for isolation and identification of Vibrio cholerae from fecal samples of suspected patients. Alkaline bile salt agar medium the pH is adjusted to 8.2. At that pH, only Vibrio cholerae will grow. And bile salts inhibit the growth of non-intestinal bacteria, and high pH 8.2 inhibits all other intestinal bacteria except Vibrio cholerae. This is a specific medium, selective medium for isolation of Vibrio cholerae from fecal samples. Mansour's gelatin tarocolate trypticase telluride agar medium GTTA medium is a selective medium for isolation of Vibrio cholerae from fecal samples. Vibrio cholerae produce small translucent colonies with a grayish black center on GTTA medium. There is a turbid halo around the colonies due to hydrolysis of gelatin in GTTA medium. TCBS medium, thiosulfate, citrate, bile, sucrose medium is widely used as a selective medium for isolation and detection of Vibrio cholerae from clinical specimens. TCBS medium is used for isolation and identification of Vibrio cholerae from fecal samples. On TCBS medium, after 18 to 24 hours incubation, Vibrio cholerae produce large colonies, slightly flattened, yellow colored colonies with opaque centers and translucent periphery. This is the specific morphology of colony morphology of Salmonella of Vibrio cholerae on TCBS medium. Alkaline bile salt agar medium is also selective media for isolation of Vibrio cholerae from fecal samples. On alkaline bile salt agar medium, Vibrio cholerae form moist, translucent, round 1 to 2 millimeter size colonies with a bluish tinge in transmitted light with distinctive odor. Bluish tinge in transmitted light. This is the characteristic feature of Vibrio cholerae on alkaline BSA medium. Incorporation of certain chemicals into a medium may result in diagnostically useful growth or visible change in the medium after growth. Such medium is called differential media. Differential media differentiates different types and different groups of bacteria. McConkey agar medium is a selective and differential medium. It is used for selection and isolation of Enterobacteriaceae bacteria from clinical specimens. Crystal violet present in McConkey agar medium inhibits gram-positive bacteria. In that manner, it is selective medium. Bile salts present in the medium inhibits non-intestinal bacteria and selects only intestinal bacteria. Because lactose is the sole carbohydrate in the medium, lactose fermenting bacteria produce colonies Escherichia coli and Klebsiella pneumoniae, Enterobacter. They produce red colonies on this medium. Non-lactose fermenters produce colorless colonies on this medium. Late lactose fermenters like Vibrio cholerae produce colorless colonies first, which on further incubation becoming pale pink. Eosin methylene blue agar EMB is other differential medium. It differentiates lactose fermenting bacteria from non-lactose fermenters. EMB contains lactose, eosin, methylene blue, salts. Escherichia coli lactose fermenter produces nucleated colonies with dark center with metallic sheen. Salmonella typhi, a non-lactose fermenter on EMB medium, produce colorless colonies. McLeod's potassium tellurite blood agar medium contains 0.04% potassium tellurite in blood. This medium is a differential medium which is used for identification of Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Corynebacterium diphtheriae form grayish or black colonies due to reduction of potassium tellurite to metallic tellurium. Biochemical tests are more widely used for identification of bacteria. There are different biochemical tests: sugar fermentation test, IMVIC test, and oxidase test, catalase test, urease test, nitrate reduction test, coagulase test, phosphatase test, etc. are used for identification of bacteria from clinical specimens. First, I want to discuss about the sugar fermentation test. Peptone water medium containing 1% sugar along with an indicator, Andread's indicator, 0.005% acid fuchsin in NaOH is employed for sugar fermentation test. A small tube, Durham tube, is kept in inverted position in the culture tube containing sugar medium to detect gas production. After autoclaving sugar medium, test organism in the culture tube is inoculated and incubated in the incubator for 24 to 48 hours. With production of acid by bacteria, the colorless medium turns into pink and gas production is indicated by accumulation of gas bubbles. Gas production is indicated by accumulation of gas bubbles on the top of inverted Durham tube. Certain fastidious bacteria, they require serum in the medium for their growth. These organisms are tested in his serum sugar medium. IMVIC tests are more widely used for identification of Enterobacteriaceae bacteria. Indole test, methyl red test, August-Prosker test, citrate utilization tests. Indole test, certain bacteria degrade an amino acid tryptophan to indole. Other bacteria do not produce indole. Whether the bacterium is producing indole from tryptophan or not is detected by using indole test. This test is done by using peptone water medium or tryptone water medium. Bacterial culture is inoculated into peptone water medium in culture tube and incubated at 37 degrees centigrade for 48 to 96 hours. After incubation, 0.5 ml of Covax reagent is added along the sides of the test tube. Formation of a red color ring indicate positive reaction. No red color indicate negative test. Escherichia coli gives positive test to indole, whereas Klebsiella and Enterobacter gives negative test to indole. Methyl red test. Methyl red test is used to detect whether the test bacterium is producing acid from glucose or not. Glucose phosphate peptone water medium, GPP medium, is used for the methyl red test. Test bacterium is inoculated into glucose phosphate peptone water medium in culture tube and incubated at 37 degrees centigrade for 3 days. After incubation, 4 to 5 drops of 0.0% methyl red solution is added to culture medium and mixed. Formation of red color indicate positive test. Yellow color signifies negative test and acid is not produced from glucose. August-Prosker test, VP test. Some bacteria produce acetyl methyl carbinol or its reduction product 2,3-butylene glycol from pyruvate from glucose. The diacetyl formed during the test by oxidation of acetyl methyl carbinol or 2,3-butylene glycol react with the peptone in presence of KOH and alpha naphthol to form red color complex. Test organism is inoculated into GPP medium and incubated at 37 degrees centigrade for 48 hours. Then 0.6 ml of 5% solution of alpha naphthol in ethanol and 0.2 ml of 40% KOH is added. 1 ml of glucose phosphate peptone water medium in the culture. Positive reaction is indicated by formation of pink color in 2 to 5 minutes. Then it becomes magenta or crimson in half an hour. In case of negative reaction, medium remains colorless for half an hour. Some bacteria possess ability to use citrate as a sole source of carbon and ammonium salts as sole source of nitrogen. Whether the test organism possesses the ability to use sodium citrate as a sole source of carbon and energy, ammonium salts, ammonium dihydrogen phosphate as a sole source of nitrogen or not, can be detected by using citrate utilization test. In citrate utilization test, Coser's citrate medium, a liquid medium is used, or Simmons citrate medium, solid medium is used. Both these media contain bromothymol blue indicator. Positive reaction in Coser's citrate medium is indicated by formation of turbidity and color change from light green to blue. Whereas in case of Simmons citrate medium, solid medium, positive test is indicated by formation of bacterial growth and color change from lemon yellow color to blue color. Formation of blue color from lemon yellow indicate positive test. Escherichia coli is positive to indole and methyl red test, while Enterobacter is negative to indole test and methyl red test and positive to August-Prosker test and citrate utilization test. Whereas Klebsiella pneumoniae is negative to indole and methyl red test, positive to August-Prosker test and citrate utilization test. Whereas Pseudomonas is negative to indole test, negative to methyl red test and negative to August-Prosker test and positive to citrate utilization test. Salmonella is indole positive or negative and methyl red positive, August-Prosker test negative and citrate utilization test positive. Whereas Shigella is negative or positive to indole test, methyl red test positive, VP and citrate utilization test negative. Urease test is other biochemical test which is used for identification of bacterial pathogens. Some bacteria produce an enzyme urease which splits urea into ammonia and carbon dioxide. This test is done on Christensen's urease medium. Christensen urease slant is prepared. Christensen's urease medium slant is prepared and inoculated with the test bacterium and incubated at 37 degrees centigrade. It is examined after 4 hours and overnight incubation. Urease positive bacteria produce a purple pink color. Slant changes into purple pink color indicate positive test to urease. When test bacterium produces urease, urease splits the urea into ammonia and CO2. Formation of ammonia alkalinizes the medium and the pH shift is detected by the color change of phenol red indicator present in the medium from light orange to pink color. Pink color formation indicate urease positive test. Klebsiella is urease positive. Proteus is urease positive. Whereas other bacteria, Escherichia coli, is negative to urease test. Oxidase test. Oxidase test is used to detect whether the bacterium is having cytochrome oxidase or not. The reaction is due to presence of a cytochrome oxidase that catalyzes the oxidation of reduced cytochrome by oxygen. Oxidase reaction. Oxidase reaction is due to presence of a cytochrome oxidase that catalyzes oxidation of reduced cytochrome by oxygen. To perform the oxidase reaction, 1 to 1.5% solution of tetramethyl paraphenylene diamine dihydrochloride is poured on colonies on nutrient agar medium. Oxidase positive colonies become maroon purple and block in 10 to 30 minutes. In alternate method, which is known as Kovacs method, a filter paper strip soaked in oxidase reagent is placed in a petri dish and colony to be tested is smeared on the paper in a line about of 5 millimeter length. In positive test, the smeared area becomes dark purple in 10 to 60 seconds. Alkali genus Aeromonas, Vibrio, Pseudomonas, Neisseria are positive to oxidase test. Aerobic bacteria gives positive to oxidase test, whereas anaerobic bacteria are negative to oxidase reaction. Catalase test. What is catalase test? Catalase is the enzyme that hydrolyzes. Catalase test is used for presence or absence of catalase in bacteria. Catalase hydrolyzes hydrogen peroxide into H2O and water. To perform the catalase test, 1 ml of H2O2 is added to a slant culture, nutrient agar slant culture. Prompt effervescence indicate catalase production. No effervescence indicate negative test. Aerobic bacteria are positive to catalase test. Nitrate reduction test is used for identification of bacteria. This test is carried by growing the bacterium for 5 days at 37 degrees in a broth containing 1% KNO3. The test reagent consists of a mixture of equal volumes of sulfonilic acid and alpha naphthylamine in alpha acetic acid. 0.1 ml of this reagent is added to culture. A red color developing in few minutes indicates a positive reaction. Absence of red color indicate negative reaction. Nitrate reductase enzyme is produced by enteric bacteria which reduces nitrates to nitrites. Hydrogen sulfide production. Some bacteria produce hydrogen sulfide. They decompose sulfur containing amino acids cysteine, cysteine and they produce H2S. Test bacterium is cultured on media containing lead acetate. Formation of black or brown colonies in the medium indicate positive test. Instead of lead acetate, ferric ammonium citrate or ferrous acetate can also be used. Alternatively, the test is carried in other manner. Organisms can be grown in culture tubes. Between the cotton plug and the culture tube, a filter paper strip soaked in 10% lead acetate is inserted. Browning of the paper indicate H2S production. Coagulase test is other biochemical test which is used for identification of Staphylococcus aureus. Staphylococcus aureus produce coagulase enzyme. Coagulase test is used to detect coagulase enzyme. 0.1 ml of young broth culture or agar culture suspension of the test organism is added to 0.5 ml of human plasma or rabbit plasma in a narrow test tube. EDTA, oxalate or heparin may be used as anticoagulant for preparing the plasma. Citrate cannot be used for preparation of the plasma. Negative control is set up. To the 0.5 ml of plasma, 0.1 ml of saline is added and negative control is set up. All the tubes are incubated at 37 degrees centigrade for 3 to 6 hours. If coagulase is produced by the bacteria, it coagulates the plasma so that the solution does not flow. So it becomes clotted in the tube. When the tube is tilted, the suspension may not come out. Staphylococcus aureus gives coagulase test positive. Staphylococcus epidermoides gives coagulase. To differentiate Staphylococcus epidermoides and Staphylococcus albus from Staphylococcus aureus, coagulase test is used. Staphylococcus epidermoides, Staphylococcus albus are negative to coagulase test. Staphylococcus aureus is positive to coagulase test. Pathogenic staphylococci produce coagulase enzyme. Bound coagulase test is detected by using slide test. Slide test is used to detect the bound coagulase attached to the cells. The isolate from agar medium is emulsified in a drop of saline on a slide. A drop of human or rabbit plasma is added and mixed. Prompt clumping indicates a positive test. Negative control is also set up by mixing culture in a drop of saline. Staphylococcus aureus produces enzyme coagulase. Coagulase clots human or rabbit plasma. It acts along with a coagulase releasing factor present in plasma, binds to prothrombin and activate the prothrombin and converts the fibrinogen into fibrin. Coagulase test is a standard test for identification of Staphylococcus aureus. Phosphatase test is another biochemical test used for identification of bacterial pathogens. Test organism is cultured on nutrient agar medium containing phenolphthalein diphosphate. After incubation, after colony formation, that culture is exposed to ammonia vapor. If colonies assumes a bright pink color, then we can say that the organism is producing phosphatase. Phosphatase test positive. No pink color formation indicate negative test. If colonies produce phosphatase that cleaves phenolphthalein diphosphate into phenolphthalein. When the culture is exposed to ammonia vapor, colonies turns into pink color because of presence of phenolphthalein. Staphylococcus aureus produces phosphatase and it is positive to phosphatase test. Thank you for watching the identification of bacterial pathogens for diagnosis of bacterial diseases. The second part of this will be continued in next video.